Hey folks, so in case you're wondering about the Colnago video, I'll be working on that tomorrow. But anyway, so in this video we're gonna do a quick little tutorial on straightening out a bent derailleur hanger, and I'm trying to demonstrate with this ruler how bent it is inwards. But this one's not severely bent, it's mildly bent, but it is pretty bent, but it's hard to see on video. Sometimes with the human eyes you can see it a little better. So anyway, I'm going to use my Part Tool Derailleur alignment gauge 2.2. You know, there's lots of having a derailleur alignment gauge of any type is a good tool to have in the toolbox, even at home. So basically I'm going to show you how to use one of these guys if you choose to ever get one. So what we're going to do first, we obviously remove the derailleur, and then we just thread this guy into the spot where the derailleur was. So first step, you want to make sure that thing goes in nice and easy, that you're not cross-threading it. Sometimes when these get bent, the threads can get a little damaged. But anyway, what I'm doing first here is just kind of finding the spot where the hanger is bent in the furthest. So in this case, as with most, it's usually bent in, so it's usually going to be down here somewhere on the lower part of the wheel where you establish, you know. And so I kind of move that the little rod in. There's a little adjuster there right here that I'm turning. You can move it in or out. In the case of this bike, it's got a rack, and then you're dealing with the frame and everything else. So I adjusted this little rubber piece that I put on there to kind of set a gauge. And so as you can see here, where we were touching before, we're like a couple inches away. So I just did a little initial movement, bent that guy in towards about an inch away. So essentially what you're doing here is you're trying to get this guy parallel to the wheel. And you know, obviously I'm not turning the wheels. You want to make sure the wheel is pretty straight before you do this. Otherwise, if it's a little off, you can just turn the wheel and point the little pointer at the valve stem every time, and that's going to give you a consistent reading regardless of what kind of shape the wheel is in. This wheel was straight, so I'm just moving the gauge around. So this thing, it's a gauge essentially, but it's also a lever. So you just, the goal is to try to get the same distance with the little peg in a set position, or a set measured position. You're constantly, if it's something like this where there's fenders or racks or whatever, you got to slide that guy out, in and out, and then just push it up against where you've got your little rubber set. And so you kind of adjust the rubber setting as you go along, and basically you want to get it to where it's, I don't know, maybe within a millimeter or so, or millimeter or two. It's going to pretty much be in a really good enough ballpark to get a good reading. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to put a micrometer or anything on here. It's not really going to matter that much. So anyway, we're working away at it, and we got her pretty dialed in there. So some crucial things if you're doing this yourself and it's the first time you've done it, if you pull the derailleur off when everything's hooked up, it's going to be, you really got to, if you hold the derailleur and push the pulleys in, you really got to pull that guy back, because there's the limit screw, or the B-knuckle screw, B-tension screw, that has to fit against the edge of the, see, I'm pulling it up, and I haven't threaded this in, but you need to make sure that thing is up above that little notch on the derailleur hanger. Otherwise you can, you know, if you start threading that in with the screw down below, you're not gonna get a good reading, or you're gonna get the derailleur going crooked into the hanger and cause more damage than it's worth there. So anyway, we're looking pretty straight there. Give it some test shifts. You know, a lot of times these derailleurs will get adjusted with a slightly bent derailleur, and yeah. So anyway, that's the long and short of how to adjust a bent derailleur hanger. If you have any questions, leave them down there in the comments, and I'll try to help, or we can make another video, whatever. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.